What's up guys, Melvin from hairtransplantnetwork.com. For those of you who are new to the channel, I underwent my fourth and hopefully my final hair transplant. I'm detailing my entire journey at the Hair Restoration Network. I'm going to go ahead and include a link in the description box, guys. I highly suggest checking it out. There are hundreds of reviews there, so if you're really interested in getting a hair transplant, definitely check it out. Alright, let's get started. Alright, question number one. How many days should you stay after getting a hair transplant? A lot of guys ask this question. Do you have to stay to get your head washed? You don't have to. That's all optional. You should stay at least 3 days after your hair transplant because this is when your grafts are the most vulnerable. After 3 days, you're okay to travel. You can go back home. You don't have to go and stay in order to get your head washed. I have videos on this channel showing you guys how to wash your hair after getting a hair transplant. I also have videos showing you guys how to remove the scab. So this isn't something that you need to get done at the clinic. Alright, what do you need to bring with you? Well, it's very important that you bring a button-up shirt. Do not just pack t-shirts because when you're getting a hair transplant, you have to be able to remove your t-shirt without putting it over your head. Otherwise, you can mess up the grafts. Obviously, you would pack your passport, toothpaste and toothbrush and all of that, but the most important thing is that you pack one of these. Now, if you're watching this in 2025 or 2026 and the pandemic is gone, just skip past this. But if you're watching this now, we're still undergoing this pandemic, so what do you need to bring or have in order to board the plane? So obviously, you need to check with whatever country you're traveling to. So I'm gonna go ahead and link, if you're in the US, travel.gov. If you're in the UK, I believe it's uk.travel, but I'll go ahead and link that in the description. So it has all of the countries by list and whether you need a visa, whether you need a PCR test, whether you need an antigen test, whether you need your vaccine card, whatever it is that you need to have in order to enter the country, will all be stated there. But it's very important you check this before. Also, I've heard some stories of guys not knowing that they need to fill out a self-declaration form. Okay. Anytime you enter a country, you need to fill out this self-declaration form. The form is basically just saying, are you bringing a lot of money? Are you bringing wild animals? Are you bringing explosives? Are you bringing, anything into the country that could be potentially harmful or something like that? So everybody has to fill this out. It's your responsibility to fill it out. So remember this. All right, let's talk about visas. Now, if you require a visa to enter the country where you're going to have your hair transplant, do not, let me stress it again, do not wait until the last minute to try and get your visa, okay? If you know your hair transplant is scheduled in 6 months, start the visa process at that time. It's always better to have it, early than wait to the last minute. Now let's talk about medical visas. If the country is a little bit difficult to get in, let's say you're traveling from a different country that may not be as developed and you're traveling to, let's say, the US and it's difficult to get a visa, you have to have a medical visa. Contact the clinic, have them write you a letter, send it to the embassy and get yourself a medical visa. Now, e-visas. What are e-visas? Electronic visas are visas that you can get online. It's quick and easy and it's probably the best way you should get a visa in my opinion. However, not all countries accept e-visas. For example, if you're in the UK, I don't know why, but your government does not allow e-visas. It's crazy to me, but they don't. So if you're in the UK, you got to go through the long process. You have to make sure you're getting your visa early. Alright, should you bring cash with you? This is a question that a lot of guys stress about. Obviously, if you're coming from a developed country and going to a country that is less developed, it could be stressful carrying thousands of dollars of cash in your pocket. My suggestion is to speak with the clinic and ask them about their payment options. Do they accept a bank wire transfer? Do they accept credit card? I've even heard that some clinics accept crypto. So there may be payment options available to you. Now, if the clinic says that they only want cash, my suggestion is go in a day early. Go straight to the clinic, pay for the procedure. That way you're not lugging around thousands of dollars of cash and worried about getting mugged. All right, last but not least, if you guys have any questions or doubts or anything like that, go to the Hair Restoration Network. There are hundreds, no, not even hundreds, there are thousands of other hair transplant patients from all over the world. All you have to do is create a thread, ask a question, and boom, there's your answer. It is the best place to get information regarding hair transplants, regarding traveling, regarding clinics, regarding everything related to hair loss and hair transplants. So if you have questions, and if you have a question that wasn't answered in this video, go to the Hair Restoration Network and ask it. You'll get the answer very quickly. All right, till next time, guys.